Hi Lucy, nice to meet you.
Hi.
So I understand that you were referred here by your GP because you've been feeling quite down recently.
Yeah, I thought I've been feeling quite bad for quite a while, so I thought maybe it's time to see someone about it because I don't want to feel like this anymore.
Okay, so from your notes I saw that you saw the GP about 3 months ago.
Yeah.
So how long have you been feeling down altogether?
Quite a few months before that as well, actually, but it's gotten pretty bad these past few months, so that's kind of why I came.
Okay, so has it got worse since you saw your GP?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me, how are things at the moment?
Well, it kind of started just feeling a bit low and wound up about things, but I don't know, just recently I just can't really be bothered to do anything at all. I kind of find it hard to get motivated for things, and I really want to be better, but it's just kind of reaching the end now where I want to do something about it.
Okay, so you said that you're feeling really down, really sad.
Yeah.
And you feel like you haven't got any motivation. But are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, sorry.
Okay, and you haven't got any motivation, but it sounds like you're putting quite a lot of pressure on yourself to try and feel a bit better.
Yeah, it's kind of hard as well because there's not really anyone to talk about, so I just kind of stay on my own I don't like to think about it, but I just know.
Okay. So you say you've been you're feeling quite isolated. There's not many people around.
Yeah, there's no one I can talk to about it. No one would listen or understand anyway.
Okay, so I'm just going to try and find out a little bit more about you. So I understand that you're an English student at uni.
Yeah.
And you live away from home with some friends. Is that right?
Yeah, I live here.
Okay, so you don't live far from the uni. But you say you feel like you live with your friends, but you don't feel like you can talk to them.
Yeah, I mean, they're lovely. I get on really well with them, but I don't know. I just recently, whenever they want to go out or stuff, I don't want to bring them down. They don't understand what I'm going through. They kind of, I don't know. They don't make fun of how I feel, but they don't really understand what it's like. I don't want to go out with them and bring them down or stuff.
Okay, so it sounds, do you try and hide the way you're feeling from them?
I guess, I mean, it's easier to hide it than to try and explain it all the time when no one really wants to know.
Okay, so it sounds like you've been feeling down, you've been feeling unmotivated, you feel like you want to be better, but actually it sounds like you feel like you can't reach out for help, you can't speak to anybody.
No, I don't really talk to my parents a lot either,
Okay.
so that's kind of hard.
Okay, I'm just going to go back in time a little bit. I suppose I'm just wondering, when did all of this start? You said it's been going on for quite a few months.
Yeah, I guess it kind of started when I was revising for my exams. I guess the stress, I put a lot of stress on myself. I think I've always wanted to do well for me and I guess for my parents, so the stress of exams. And it was also kind of hard because my parents were going through a bit of a troubled time then. So.
Okay. After the summer, after the exam period, and how did that exam period go for you in the end?
Not very well.
Okay, that's an awful lot of pressure to put on yourself that you, I suppose, to think.
It's just annoying because I know I should have done better and I just didn't, and I guess I beat myself up a lot about it.
Mm-hmm. So you say, I know I should have done better.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose hearing it from my perspective, I'm thinking it sounds like you had an awful lot going on at the time, and it'd be understandable, absolutely, that you wouldn't do as well as normal. I suppose I'm just wondering if you have very high standards for yourself.
Probably, maybe more than other people. My parents have always kind of taught me, not in a loving way, I guess, but that you should do your best, but also get the best. And I agree with that. I think that's the right thing to think. But when I don't do that, I don't know. It annoys me a lot, and I worry that it annoys them.
So it sounds like you feel you should always do your best. Is that the word you used? Yeah. And that there isn't any kind of exceptions for that.
No.
Okay. So I can see then that was a really difficult time for you, and that was when your mood started to get lower, and things are still quite bad now. I mean, what's the situation with your parents at the moment?
I think it doesn't sound good. I don't really talk to them a lot, but I don't think they're going through very good things. I don't like to talk to them about it because it just makes me feel worse.
Okay.
But I don't think it's getting any better.
Were you home over the summer?
For a little bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And how was that?
Not very fun. No. It was quite tense all the time. It stressed me out more than relaxed me over the summer, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so it sounds then like quite a lot has been happening. You've been feeling very low. You've had uni pressure on. You've had problems with your parents' marriage, and it sounds like you feel like you can't really reach out to anyone. Like you can't understand, but you can't really reach out to your parents right now. You can't really confide in your friends. So I suppose I'm just wondering if you can tell me a bit more about how you've been feeling. I mean, say this past week.